right, guys, it's that part of the show where we're going to talk about some amazing, fun stuff. Right now, I have the world-renowned shoe expert, the shoe queen, Julianna Hagar, on the show with me right now. She's coming to us live from her custom shoe closet with all of her shoes. We are going to be discussing on the show today everything from thigh-high boots to army boots, slingbacks, lobster claws, gladiators, dockside slip-ons. We're going to be talking about the styles that you need to know most so that you're well prepared, whether you're around the drag queens and you need to know what they're wearing and know what to call them, or you want to slip on a couple of pairs yourself. You want to be well informed with the SHOETORIAL that Julianna Hagar is about to teach us. So welcome to the first time, or for the first time ever on the show, the shoe queen, Julianna Hagar.
Thank you so much for having me, Poodle. I'm so excited to be here.
Of course. I was going to say Julianna is the Karen Walker to my Jack McFarland. She's one of my closest friends, and she owns a pair of shoes for every piece of sand on the beach and every star in the sky.
Yes.
All right. Today on the show, we're going to be talking shoe basics, basically. So for all the female shoe basics, we're going to teach us our most popular styles and teach us a little bit about that. And then you're going to join us every month on the show, okay? And teach us a new shoetorial, a little lesson in shoes. And if you ever want to get in touch with Julianna, you can actually email her at shoequeen@outoftheclosetpodcast.com. That's shoequeen@outoftheclosetpodcast.com, and she can answer all your shoe questions. Julianna, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, my Poodle. Now, one of the things I wanted to say right off the bat, the reason why I'm so obsessed with shoes and love shoes so much is because you could be having a day where you did not feel so fabulous, but yet you are wearing a pair of gorgeous shoes on your beautiful feet, and you look down and you feel better. And
Amen.
so that's the reason why I'm just obsessed with shoes. They make you feel great. So, and as you can see, I like to feel great by my shoe collection.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, I have to explain what I'm seeing right here. You can actually go on to outoftheclosetpodcast.com if you want to see the video of today's podcast and see inside of Julianna's amazing custom shoe closet. It is beautiful. First of all, it's really neatly arranged. This shoe closet was built custom by her husband, and it neatly showcases all of her gorgeous shoes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Without further ado, let's get into the shoe talk. I want to talk about some of the so there's different heels, there's different styles, and there's different toes basically on every shoe. So can you go into a little bit of that and kind of describe to our listeners what those different types of shoes are like?
Sure. So one of the things what to focus on are like sexy shoes. If you want to focus on that, that's going to be your stiletto. And the stiletto is a really, really high heel. It was created in the 1950s, and it was named after a dagger. And if that tells you anything. So it's a very, very thin heel. It's anywhere from 3 to 5 inches usually, sometimes even higher.
Wow.
Usually a closed toe, and very, very sexy shoe. It makes the muscles and the calf pop out.
Looks like it's tall and it's pretty pointy. It's like the heel itself looks like it's only like the size of a pencil to a marker, like the width, the girth.
Very true. Very true. So then they've created a shorter version of that to be a little more comfortable. And that's going to be your kitten heel. So that is, but still just 1 inches, but very thin heel. Same point.
I like that. That's like an office stiletto. It's like a shorter squash version.
It is. Or, if you're going to the parade in our fabulous neighborhood, these are fantastic for that. These are, yes. And then I wanted to show you a mule. This is not the farm animal. This is a mule and has no back to it. Just the front part of the shoe. Then this is
it looks like a boot that somebody kind of just took a hacksaw, like right at the I guess like mid ankle.
Right. Right here. So this one, actually, you're absolutely right, Poodle. This one is kind of a combo. It's a combo shoe boot Stiletto, Mule. This one has a lot going on with it.
So these things that I'm looking at. So Julianna sent me over a list of shoes and shoe types that I'll have available on the website at outoftheclosetpodcast.com. And you can see all the different silhouettes of the shoes there. But it's crazy. There's some of these shoes that are on this list don't even have heels.
It's true.
So let's go into the types of different toes, because I know there's closed toes, there's peekaboo toes, there's squared toes, rounded toes. Let's talk about some of those options.
Sure. So this is not quite a pointed toe. It has a little bit of a point to it to give it that sleek angle on this one. But we do.
Yeah, it's almost like pointy, but with a slight rounded edge.
Exactly, Poodle. And then we do have the pointy toe. We have the really, really pointy toe, which is like this. You definitely have to buy this.
Have you ever heard of those called roach killers?
That's
like the pointy toes. That's because you can kill a roach in the corner of the room.
Right.
Is that a Texas thing, or is that? Does anyone?
I think it's a Southern thing, because we do.
I just want to make sure there's
roaches.
Yeah, I want to make sure. I was gonna say I hope there's no slang in there anyway that I derogatory that I didn't know. But yeah, roach,
no.
roach
No, you were absolutely right on with that, because that's what they also called pointy cowboy boots. They called those roach killers too.
That's also good. You know what those are really good for? Those are good for kicking some ass.
Oh hell yeah! If someone's this is the shoe you wear.
Yeah, you go straight to the anus or the eyeball with that one. All right, now I'm looking at this one online. It's like a peep toe, a peep toe platform with like a stiletto. Okay, so peep toes are like a little window in the front, right?
Yes, and so here's a sample of that. And it just showcases just a couple of toes. I would say maybe two toes.
No, that shoe's really good if you have like bunions or maybe a corn.
And you don't want to show that off, or a hammer toe, and you don't
hammer toe.
Yeah, if you just want, or
not that there's anything wrong with that if you have a hammer toe.
Not at all. Or corns or bunions. And if you haven't had a chance to get a pedicure in these crazy times, a pedicure right here, you just paint 2 toes and you're good too.
In quarantine, that's going to save you a lot of money, so that's good.
So you do it yourself. So this is also a stiletto and a slingback, and then the platform. So this one has like a lot going on with it too. Just fabulous.
Well, I know we don't have nearly enough time to talk about all things shoes in our little segment, but I appreciate you, the shoe queen, coming on the show, spending some time, and you're going to join us every month. Next month, we're going to talk about the shoes and the celebrities that made them famous.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you want to email the shoe queen, it's really easy to do. Just email shoequeen@outoftheclosetpodcast.com before next week's show, and she can answer any of your questions that you have. Julianna, you're going to be joining us every month, and I really do appreciate that. But first, before you go, I want to play a really quick game. Okay, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to hold up a picture of a foot. Okay, and I want you to tell me a shoe you'd recommend. Okay, and I'm going to describe the foot too for the viewers that are the listeners at home that are not watching the podcast. So this is the first foot. Let me hold it up real quick. Now this person has 2 toes longer than their big toe on their foot. So they have almost a hammer toe option. What would be a good shoe for this foot?
Okay, so I would not recommend any kind of heel. I would definitely recommend a flat, and maybe if you wanted to do a small platform for that particular foot because of the curvature of the toes.
So no peekaboo on this one?
No peekaboo either.
That one should stay hiding. Okay, let me ask you about this. Now, this is an actual photocopy of Marge Simpson's foot. Now, Marge Simpson only has 4 toes and it's yellow. What would you recommend for Marge Simpson?
Marge Simpson, she could really wear anything. They're in a world of their own.
All right, now let me ask you this, because this happens to some people. You might retain a little water. You probably had too much Asian food. This is a cankle. Okay, this is a foot. Yeah, this is where the calf goes straight to the foot. There is no ankle. It's just a cankle. What kind of shoe is best for a cankle?
My recommendation on that is no shoes, and elevate those feet and drink some lemon water.
Lemon water. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right, now I'm going to show you one other pair. This is a pair of sexy stilettos. These look like Louis Vuittons with red bottoms.
Yes.
They're shiny and high gloss.
Yes.
Where would you recommend wearing these shoes?
You could wear those definitely out on the town at night. You could wear those in our fabulous neighborhood. You could wear those in the boudoir.
Oh, so this is all you'd wear basically?
That's
Oh, hello. Those are gorgeous. Okay, and I wanted to show one. If you're watching, you can see this is the claw heel, which is popularized by Lady Gaga that you were talking about. But it looks like Southwestern pottery and a claw foot. I mean, it's crazy. Where would you wear these?
Well, and this was popularized by an artist actually, and it is called a lobster claw. And I just don't think you would wear them, period. I mean, I don't even know how people wear those at all. You're literally on your toes. And then, no, you would have to wear those in the boudoir also.
those look like kind of clunky. They'd be like, put your legs up, and they'd be like, I can't, they're too heavy. Anyway,
you have some kind of lobster fetish or something like that.
Well, Julianna, thank you so much for joining us today on the Out of the Closet podcast. The Shoe Queen is in the house, the renowned world shoe expert right here, coming to us live from her own shoe closet. Julianna, before we leave, do you have any final words that you'd like to leave with the listeners?
Yes, I would. And thank you so much for having me, Poodle. And what I would say is, and this is to paraphrase RuPaul, anyone that puts on their high heels and puts their lipstick on their lips and walks out of their closet is a hero.
Woo! Amen to that, sister. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. Again, like I said, if you want to email the Shoe Queen, you can email her directly at shoequeen@outoftheclosetpodcast.com to answer all your shoe questions. She'll be on next month. Okay, so make sure you go to the website, find out everything you need to know about the Shoe Queen. You can log on, see all the shoes we discussed in today's show, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you.
All right, now we got to go to a quick commercial, and we'll be right back after this. Woo!
It's Mystica Masala, owner of the most famous drag queen food truck and the winner of the Great Food Truck Race on Food Network. Now you can get my extremely tasty Mystica Masala spices and spice blends. The same spices we used in my award-winning dishes featured on Food Network, even my famous tikka masala blend and my savory and spicy tandoori blend. Plus, my free recipes on the back of every package. Just log on to dragfoodtruck.com. That's dragfoodtruck.com. Enter OOTC at checkout for 15% off.
Hi, I'm Ty Burgess, founder and CEO of One CBD, and I'm here to talk to you about bringing some balance back into your life, because everyone knows we can all use a little balance right now, and we have a special offer for Out of the Closet listeners today. To learn more, visit us at onecbd.com. That's ONECBD.com, and use discount code OUT for 50% off your first order. I'm so confident that you'll love adding One CBD to your routine that if you aren't completely satisfied, we'll refund your entire order. No questions asked. OneCBD.com. Take our free quiz to see which product is right for you. That's ONECBD.com.
Hi there, I'm Maylin Luke, owner of RustingPlantFace.com. I create hand-poured and hand-painted concrete planters and unique home goods in a variety of styles, colors, and also do custom orders. Just visit RustingPlantFace.com and use code OOTC to get free shipping on your order. Visit me on Instagram at RustingPlantFace for plant tips and tricks. Plant parents and aspiring plant parents are welcome.